Okay, people, it's that time again. Another DVD and Blu-ray update, starting off with the DVDs. This first one that I got is because it's an alternate cut of the pilot episode for the initial TV series in this franchise, and I've recently gotten a desire to check out everything in this franchise, so this wasn't that expensive, but you gotta do a tiny bit of hunting around for it. I got Stargate SG-1, the final cut of the pilot. I don't really know what the differences are, but I've been told that it is definitely a different episode on this release, so there you are. Haven't watched 1 second of that show, so I can't say anything about it further, though I did like Stargate Atlantis, and a lot of people do seem to hype this show as much as that one. This next DVD is a cartoon that I saw a little bit of when I was a kid. Mainly got it for nostalgic reasons, and also it's something nice to show to kids if I end up having them. It doesn't really work as an adult, and once you see what it is, you'll totally understand why, but nostalgia, and it was nice to have every episode of this show. I got The Busy World of Richard Scarry. How do I stumble over that? Because I really enjoyed everything I could get my hands on of this universe when I was young. But yeah, this is the entire original cartoon. And even though I didn't watch all of this, I only watched like a quarter of it, it seems like that there is a teeny bit of continuity to this show, which I thought was interesting, but it's not much, but it's fun. And I did check out the other Richard Scarry cartoon. Not a fan of that. Totally different feel and stuff like that, right? I'm just going to show you this one because the reasons I got it is much the same reason I got the Richard Scarry DVD, albeit I had a lot more fun rewatching this cartoon than Richard Scarry. Sorry, dude, I got Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, the movie. And that has all of these shorts that preceded the movie, minus the pilot that I think is called Rocket Boy or some twist on that, and I enjoyed watching that so much I decided to see if I could use my pirate sites to get all the episodes of the cartoon, and I actually did that. A good amount of that show that followed the movie is available on DVD, but it's not all of the episodes, and I don't think all of them are in order, so I was like, I'm not going to bother with that. Now, these next two, it's, again, better if I show you it, because I got to include a slight warning about them. I got the direct-to-DVD sequels of the original Aladdin. Got Aladdin Return of Jafar and Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Now, it's kind of tricky to find these DVDs, and the Blu-ray of these is kind of expensive, but here's the thing. If you buy the special edition DVD of this, along with the Blu-ray, you'll actually find that it's presented in widescreen, whereas if you know your Aladdin stuff, you would know that every animated Aladdin thing, with the exception of the original movie and the direct-to-DVD Disney's Enchanted Princess, I think it's called, other than those two, every Aladdin thing was made in full screen, so you're losing image. And if you try to pirate this, you'll find that most ways you can stream it on here have it in widescreen. Dudes, do you not know that this was made in full screen when this was made? That's stupid, honestly. But here's the thing. Even though the back of this DVD says full screen, you might be able to see it, I'm not sure. when I put the DVD in, it was widescreen. Now, I don't know if whoever the heck I bought this from, because I got these from the same seller, gave me the incorrect disc, or if it's the case that's wrong, but it seems like even if you get the original DVD of this, you're going to be ending up watching it in widescreen, and even when I pirated it, I had no choice but to download it in widescreen. With Return of Jafar, I got really, really lucky. I was able to find it in full screen. So, just want to give that warning out to you. This, you're pretty much going to be screwed unless you can find somebody that ripped the VHS tape and uploaded it. I doubt that's going to happen. Like with Roots the Gift, I got lucky that I was able to find that in full screen because someone ripped the VHS. Whew. And out of all the animated Aladdin stuff, those are the only other two things you can get besides the Disney's Enchanted Princess, but I'm not going to buy that because I'm only interested in the Jasmine segment anyway, which I already have downloaded. Right. Yet another cartoon, more like animated film series that has some nostalgia for me, especially since I only saw like half of these movies when I was young. I got the Land Before Time collection. So yeah, this has all 14 movies and a couple of sing-along bonus features. That's really all they've got in terms of bonus features. But I need to point something out to you. If you end up getting this, you're going to want to throw away your disc that has the 12th and the 13th movies. Why? Because, at least for the 12th movie, and maybe the 13th, I'm not too sure, they made those movies in widescreen. Again, at least the 12th one. I don't know about the 13th one. But when they put them on DVD, at least for Region 1 DVDs, they made them in full screen, so you're losing image. Now, if you buy the Region 2 or Region 4 DVD, you can get the movie in widescreen, although get this, for the 10th or the 11th movie, I think it's the exact opposite situation, where the Region 1 DVD is correct, and the non-Region 1 DVDs are not. Fortunately, I was able to find a place that had the 12th movie in widescreen, so I downloaded that. 13th movie, forget it, okay? Do not watch that one. No. That's not to say that I liked every single one of these movies, even though, let me tell you, I liked way more of these than I thought. Even a couple of them that I didn't think I would like. I found myself liking a lot more, but that 13th movie, forget it. Just forget it. Oh, and if you want to pick up the TV series on DVD, don't. Go to the Land Before Time official YouTube channel, which is in the description, and watch and download the episodes there. Why? Because the DVDs, again, take widescreen products and make them full screen, and 2 of the episodes aren't available on DVD anyway. Well, one of them is if you buy the 13th movie, but as I said, forget that one. The TV show and the 14th movie don't make any mention to it anyway, so really, just forget it. Okay, we can go a little faster now. These next several that I'm going to show you are part of a anime franchise that Zaran Izarak recommended to me on his channel. Checked out the pilot episode of the first anime, liked what I saw, so then I just picked up pretty much everything that I could in this franchise. So I got, first of all, the original DVD releases of Voltron Lion Force. Oh, and FYI, when you buy these, unless the descriptions on Amazon or eBay say otherwise, you're going to find that all the discs are stacked on top of each other, but I got new cases because you notice that the artwork doesn't go all the way around. Might not be so clear on this side, but you get the idea. So you're going to want to buy your own cases for it. Fortunately, I didn't have any disc problems. Then I got the new release of Vehicle Force because the first volume release of this show, the Air Team DVD, is out of print. I did find one seller on eBay that was going to sell it at a reasonable price, but I already had this when I got it, and then I was looking at the extras on that set because out of all the Vehicle Voltron sets, that's the only one that had legitimate extras, and I'm like, doesn't seem worth it. Forget it. Then, even though this is included in the new release of Vehicle Force, I got Fleet of Doom because it has a blooper reel, which isn't so much blooper reel, it's blooper reel and original sketches, or a couple of alternate takes of scenes. It wasn't that great of a extras thing, I got to admit, but I got it because I wasn't so sure if I was going to like Vehicle Force or not, and then I was wondering, is this going to be more of a Vehicle Force movie, Voltron Force movie, or is it equal between the two? I'll tell you right now, it's more of a Lion Force movie. Not to say that it was bad, but you should know that. Then I picked up both of the motion comics that they did based on some kind of a comic book line. I'm not too sure. I haven't gotten to these yet, but when I do, I'll definitely figure out what comics these tie into, and you watch this first and then this. I don't think you can pirate them, though. And then I picked up the 2 volumes of the Netflix show that they've released so far, and I think they were actually planning to release the remaining 2 seasons because these seasons were all shorter than these 2, even though combined these represent the same amount of episodes, but then of course COVID hit, and yeah, so hopefully they release the last batch. If not, it doesn't really matter. I've got them downloaded, but it would be nice for those people who don't want to pirate. Now this next thing is something that I said I actually wouldn't get, but then I realized I'm sampling all kinds of cartoons these days, and I've got, I think, 1 or 2 others that are done in an animated style similar to this show. So you know what? Why don't you grab it, especially since it's better than the animated series that came after this one, based on what little of it I watched. So I got the entire series of the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. Hello, Piper. Now, you might be wondering, how the heck are there so many different releases here? Well, that's because only the first 2 seasons were put out in season sets after they came out with a whole bunch of volume sets. Although, I think oddly in the UK or Australia, I forget what Wikipedia said, they were put out in complete season sets, but yeah. So if you're wondering what the order of them is, switch these around here. First, you'll notice, if you look closely, that each season has its own different type of packaging, but first you want to watch the first 2 seasons. This is pretty cheap, so you shouldn't have any problem getting it. Then you get Return to New York City, stack them like this, Revenge, Retreat, and then chronologically you watch Half-Shell Heroes Blast to the Past, although I'm pretty sure that you want to look up Blast to the Past on Amazon. For some reason it only accepts one of those names, don't know why. Then you watch Earth's Last Stand, which is part of Season 4. Beyond the Known Universe. Idiot. And then you watch Super Shredder, which is actually a story arc that connects the 4th and the 5th seasons together. Wanted, Bebop, and Rocksteady, the warthog and whatever the other creature is, rhinoceros. And then the final chapters. It's rather annoying that they didn't re-release them. I mean, like, it wouldn't have been that hard to take those discs, change the artwork on them, and then, you know, fix it, or just change the artwork on the case that tells you the order. I mean, like, really, but, well, that's what they chose to do. So now I've got every TV show that you can get on DVD, and I have downloaded all the 2003 cartoon, though it'll be a while before I get there. And I did sample a little bit of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but that seems way too crazy. I really, really don't like how the characters are designed in that, whereas for this, since I've been sampling a couple of other cartoons that are in this style, I've gotten used to it, although I'm not going to get that Arthur's Missing Pal movie that's in that format that Lionsgate did. Hello, that's stupid. And also, Rise of the TMNT reminds me a lot of Teen Titans Go, and I just don't really care for that. Hey, if you like those things, go for it. Doesn't bother me. And who knows, maybe I'll change my mind on that like I did with 2012 here. I don't know. The explanation for this last... Actually, wait, sorry, we got one stack after this last one. This next thing that I'm going to show you is a TV show that I originally owned a few seasons of, but then I realized that the Blu-rays don't constitute the entire line of the series, so I got rid of them. But when I did, I learned that this series supposedly only had one season to go, so I decided, let's wait until the complete series is out, but then they renewed it for one more season. So then I had to wait even longer, and then I was too busy at the university to watch it. But now, for about $65, I got all 11 seasons of Modern Family. Yeah. I've only watched the first season of this show, but now that it's complete, and it's done in a style that's similar to The Office and Parks and Recreation, even though I haven't watched that show yet, looking forward to it. Okay, one more stack here. This is the last thing of this superhero that I needed to get. I got Blade the anime. And supposedly, even though those 3 other animes that were done by the same company, one Wolverine, one Iron Man, and then one, I think, involving the X-Men, and then 2 movies involving the Avengers, it seems like they don't relate to each other. I hope that's the case, because this is the only one of them that I got. But yeah, now I can watch the very last thing about Blade. Switch. Then, because I'm getting a lot of superhero cartoons blind, I got Batman, the Brave and the Bold, but I should point out that this isn't the cover for Season 1, this is actually the cover for Season 1, Volume 1. The cover for Season 1 proper, the complete, is blue, but it was cheaper for me to get the volumes, and this cover fits more in line with these 2 covers, which are the legit complete Season 2 and Season 3, so I'm like, you know, right. And then I also picked up the Scooby-Doo meets Batman, Brave and the Bold, although I wouldn't be too surprised if this is more of a Scooby-Doo movie than a Batman movie. That's just my guess. Especially since this isn't available on Blu-ray, whereas that cartoon is, but I noticed that the DVDs were a good ways cheaper, so I'm like, no difference in special features, let's get those, though when I get proper income again, I'll probably do that. Oh, proper income, you might be saying? I I've actually been collecting the DVDs that I'm showing you here over the course of a year and change. Right. Then one other Batman cartoon, I got The Batman, Shadows of Gotham and the Dark Justice, which are parts 1 and 2 of the only season of this cartoon. You can also get that on Blu-ray, but the price difference was ridiculous if you ask me. Plus, I don't know how big of a fan I'm going to be of it, but there's no difference in special features. So, the only Batman cartoon I don't have is the one that I showed you a while back that had wait a minute. Oh, Beware the Batman. Sorry. The Batman, I think, is the one that I had the first season of, the one that I said that I was kind of unsure about the redesigns of. Yeah, I'm going to give that one another chance, especially since I'm sampling so many other superhero cartoons. Well, that went on for a while, but we're not done yet, because we got to do the Blu-rays next. See ya.